y'all, Pam here with Be Creative Crafts, and welcome to Off the Hook. So y'all, tonight I have been getting ready for a craft show. After I left work, I went and set up my booth, mostly. So I really wasn't sure what I was going to do tonight. I had thought about making a soap sack, but I left all of my pre-made ones at the show. So I don't have one to show. So instead, we're going to keep working on the temperature blanket because it's still sitting here and I haven't worked on it since last week. So what we're going to do is we're going to work on that. So I've already attached my next color, which is the purple. And I have to do, what did I do with the notebook? Oh, I'll put it up here. I have to do like 3. Hey, Samantha. Let me see how many days I have to do. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 days worth of the grape. So that will be 2 full rows. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to flip the camera and that's what we're going to work on. So what I'm doing is I'm using the lemon peel stitch. And that's what it's looking like so far. Hasn't changed much. I may have finished one more row after the live, but I kind of think not. But anyway, so now we're going back to this purple. And we're going to work 2 full rows, which will be 4 days. Hey, Kimberly. So let me turn my camera right here. And here we go. So the yarn I'm using for this day, the color is grape. And this is I Love This Yarn from Hobby Lobby. On my screen, it's looking a little blue, but it is straight up purple. Get this out of the way here. And that is where we're going to just push this out of frame. Pretend like you can't see that. Samantha says, can't see you. Can you see this? Can you see my hand? Let me know if it's not working. On my side, I can. On my side, I could see me, but just let me know. I didn't set up my secondary camera, so you'll just be able to see my hands. It's here. I just didn't set it up. Boop. Okay, thank you, Kimberly. Okay, so like I said, I'm using the lemon peel stitch. Get my yarn up here. Go ahead and do my little chain one and turn. So, and I'm working it in an even number. Oh, let me turn off the autofocus. Here we go. So I'm doing it in an even number. So when you do the lemon peel in an even number, it is a 1 row repeat. So we're going to start with a single crochet. So we're going to do a single, a double, a single, a double, working it all the way across. If you ever get lost where you are, what you're doing is you're working a single crochet on top of your double crochet from the row below, and you're working a double crochet on top of every single crochet from the row below. Hey, Mom, welcome in. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a single and then a double and then a single. And that's all there is to the lemon peel. It's a really easy stitch, I think. So if you know how to do a single crochet and a double crochet, you are good to go. And it gives you a really nice textured fabric. Hey, Gentry. So how is everyone doing? Here in Tennessee, we have had rain, I think, for the last 7 days. Or at least it feels like it. I even had a little bit of drizzle on me coming back from setting up from the craft show. Not a whole lot, but just a few little sprinkles. But we are supposed to have a nice weekend, unless that has changed. It's supposed to be sunny and hot, unfortunately, but sunny. So hopefully it'll be a good weekend for the craft show. It is this particular one is all over the entire county. which is pretty cool. We have some of the local homestead farms. Some businesses are getting involved. There are different stops all over the county, and they have a brochure that has all of the stops, and they've started adding vendors to the different locations. So hopefully we're going to have a good couple of days. Instead of doing it a Saturday, Sunday, this particular one is a Friday, Saturday. So that's why I had to go set up tonight. Well, I didn't have to, but y'all, it's so much easier if the venue allows you to set up the night before. I think so much easier. That way you get everything set up, and then when you get there the next morning, you just kind of tweak your setup. If I forget anything, I can bring it tomorrow. Or if there's anything extra I want to try to make. Mainly it's that if I forgot anything, I can bring it, because I always usually forget something. And I probably still did, but I've got everything there. All of my inventory is there. Kimberly says, hot there too. Ugh, I know. It's supposed to be up in the 90s, and on the radio coming back, they said something about it won't be long before we're in triple digits, which is a bummer. My mom says, which venue are you setting up in? I will be at the Shady Grove Community Center, which I found out is the tonight. Okay, so I have a video that I'm going to post. It's probably going to do it a little bit longer than a short. I don't know. But the old building that you'll see when I do that video is the original gym, and the community center is the original school of Shady Grove. So that's pretty cool. They've done a really good job of preserving and maintaining those buildings. The school was built in the early 1920s. I'll have to double check my dates, but I know it was in the 20s. I don't remember if it was early, mid, late, but it was definitely in the 20s. And a lot of the stuff that's still in there is original to the building. So they have one of the classrooms is still set up. It has the original chalkboards. It's really cool. So I did do a little video of that. There was a couple of boxes that had not gotten moved out of the way, and I tried not to show those, but they're there. But when I was there last weekend, because they were, cleaning up everything and getting everything set up for this weekend. So they'll be gone for this weekend, but in my video, they're there. But it's a really neat old building. It has had some modifications. They did add heat and air. So yay for that. So I will be indoors with air conditioning. So woohoo! But as far as the features and stuff like that, a lot of it is original. The original desk that were there. I don't know if any of y'all watch Wind Calls the Heart, but they look exactly like the school desk in that TV show. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool, I think. And I actually don't have to be there as early as I was thinking, so that's also good. The time that I thought it started is actually the time that we can start showing up. So that's even better. Sorry, y'all, something's tickling me. I'm sure it's just a air and hair. It is. But yeah, so that means I don't have to get up and leave the house at 6 a.m. So that was a pleasant surprise for me. And I don't know where I got my times from, unless I just invented them in my brain, made them up. But the end time, I'm pretty sure is correct, but I think. And it may not even be. I need to look, but I do know what time I need to be there in the morning, so I won't be late, hopefully. Knock on wood. And y'all, on the way to this venue, there is a road, and the trees form this canopy, so it's like you're driving through a long tunnel. They're made up by the trees. It's the only road in the area, or pretty much anywhere that I'm aware of, that does this, and it looks so cool. So I hooked up my my cell phone mount, and it was kind of bouncy, but I think I got a video of it. I haven't watched it yet to see how it looks, but since I'll be down there for the next couple of days, I will make sure I get a good video and do it up as a short, because it's also a really cool little road. Or not necessarily a cool road, but it's cool the way the trees, the way they make a nature tunnel. It's really cool looking, I think. Hey, Rudy. He said he was on Nancy's live. Was Nancy live tonight or a different night? Happy Juneteenth back to you. If she was live tonight, I missed it because I was setting up for the craft show. I actually got home about 7:30 and started getting everything ready to come in here. When I say in here, I'm in the craft room. This is where I record and have all my stuff set up at. He said Nancy was live today on Facebook. Oh, okay. Well, I will have to go back and check that out. I missed it. Rudy says 8:12 Central here too. But anyway, so what has everybody got? Anybody got fun activities scheduled for the weekend? A little more about the craft show. It's called the Ag and Arts Tour, or Ag and Arts Festival, and some of the local homesteaders are going to be set up so you can buy fresh fruit and veggies, I'm sure, at several of the stops, and lots of handmade items will be for sale. At the place I'm at, you can get handmade soap, homemade dog treats, and dog shampoo, and there's some quilters that are going to be there, Kimberly. They're actually set up right across from me. Who else? There's another lady there that has some crocheted stuff, but we have different items, so that's always good. You know, you can have the same craft, but everybody has something a little different. And then I know a couple of the stops, I saw mention that they're going to have like a little petting zoo area, or my neighbor is mowing. My dog's going nuts, or somebody's dog is. Kimberly said, I wish I could be there. Yeah, they said we're going to have a good time. Oh, and a lot of the stops are given, the vendors are going to have giveaways. So if you happen to live in my area and you're catching this, be sure to sign up for the giveaways. Can y'all hear him mowing? Hopefully it's not too loud. Maybe it's not coming across. Maybe it's like when the neighbor with the friend with the loud radio comes by. It doesn't pick it up when I'm on lives. It picks it up when I'm here live, but hey, Lisa, she said, lost track of time. I'm late. That's quite all right. You right on time. Let's see. My mom said she'll probably see us on Saturday. They're taking the kids to the ones with the petting zoo and hay rides tomorrow. Oh, that'll be fun. Yeah, and the one I'm at's kind of off. We're like the only stop in that general area. But I'm hoping that people that have the brochures will, like if they're coming in from the town that's on that side, will hit us first or on their way back out of town, or hopefully everybody will make it around. Hey, Noe, welcome in. Carly said, not hear anything at all, so you are good. Awesome. Thank you. I'm guessing he must have went around back, but he because it's been so rainy. I mean, you got to mow when it's not pouring down rain. And even yesterday, I didn't even realize it was supposed to rain. And my dad and I were standing out in the front yard, and all at once the tornado sirens started going off, and we're like, okay. But the other one didn't go off, and apparently several of the ones didn't go off. People were complaining, but it was weird though, because when it went off, I had not gotten any alerts or anything. It actually wasn't to my area yet, so I'm really not sure why that one went off. But luckily, it did not get bad at my house. Parts of the county got hit pretty bad, and on the way to the venue tonight, I saw a couple of trees down the closer I got to that side of town. I don't know if I told you, it's about 20-25 minutes away from my house, from where I'm going to be setting up. So not too bad. Not too bad at all. All right, we're coming up on 8:20. I'm going to go ahead and drop, well, say 8:17, close enough. I'm going to go ahead and do the Jeopardy question so I don't forget our Jeopardy answer. And I'm almost to the end of this row, and I'll pop my little stitch marker in there. For those that are coming in, or if you're catching the replay and wondering what I'm doing, I am catching up on my temperature blanket. I still have quite a ways to go, but I'm using the lemon peel stitch, which is just a series of single crochet, double crochet, and then you just continue that all the way across. If you're working in an even number, you'll finish with a double crochet, chain one, turn, and then it's a one row repeat. So then you'll work a single, double, single, double, single, double, all the way back across. All right. Let's see. Yes, and that's where I saw the damage, the trees and stuff down. She said a tornado. My mom said the tornado is close to where I was going to be tomorrow. Yeah, and I noticed like really close to the community center, there's a big tree down. So, all right, so we're going to pause right here, and let me go over here and get the Jeopardy question. Alrighty, where's my banner? There we go. Okay, so now our category is glass works, and glass is in quotation marks. So remember, that will be part of your answer, part of your question. Okay, so the category, glass works. Roger Bacon is thought to have designed this type of single convex lens used to produce an enlarged image. And go. But my mom was saying that about the tornado. As far as I know, I have not heard of anybody being injured. So hopefully that is accurate and I didn't just miss it. But I did see, like I said, I did see some trees down. I see spyglass. So if you are catching the replay, or if you're listening and lurking and not looking at the screen, I'm going to go ahead and read the question again, or the answer to the question. All right, so the category is glassworks with glass in quotation, so that will be part of your answer. Roger Bacon is thought to have designed this type of single convex lens used to produce an enlarged image. And I actually guessed this one correct. It doesn't happen all the time, but this particular one I did. But the girl that sat up beside me at the craft show, I'm going to have to, she makes dog treats. So I'll probably have to get some of those from a Maxi Moo. I think she said they're peanut butter pumpkin, and she dehydrates them, so it makes them like crunchy. And then she made some for smaller dogs, which she didn't dehydrate as long. She said so they won't last as long. So, but he's a big dog. The bigger ones will be perfect for him. He will be happy. He just likes treats. Kimberly said my dogs would love those. She also makes dog shampoo and what did she call it? Paw and nose balm. And she had like a refreshing spray. All kinds of nifty little things for the fur balls. And she just puts a teeny tiny bit of lavender in the paw balm. And she said since it's all natural stuff, you can even use it like humans can use it. She puts it on her lips. But she puts just a teeny tiny bit of lavender on there, she said, because dogs don't like the taste of it. Or maybe it's the smell. I don't know. But she said you can't really smell it as a human, but it keeps the dogs from licking it off their paws. Okay, now I see a magnifying glass. My mom says, what is a magnifying glass? Kimberly said, I know. I did 2 guesses. That's all right. We're not keeping score. And this blanket is going a lot quicker than I thought. Well, no, I'm not quite halfway through this part. And I forgot to mark my center. Guess I could do it now. Let's see. That's a single. We'll go ahead and mark it now. I thought I was going fast, but I forgot. This one was already purple. So I'm not as far as I thought I was. So y'all, this week at night, while I've been crocheting up soap sacks, I have been watching like older movies. I'm not saying not like golden oldies, old movies, but like probably 80s, 90s. So with the exception of the one that started last night, it just came on after the one I was watching. So I watched about half of it, and it's more of a current movie. But anyway, so last night I watched Forrest Gump because I hadn't watched it in forever. But earlier in the week I watched, well, hey, Miss Bridget. I watched Fried Green Tomatoes. That's a great movie. And I watched Sweet Home Alabama, because also a great movie. And then apparently I just must be on an Alabama kick because I watched Forrest Gump last night. What is in Fried Green Tomatoes? Is it set in Georgia too? Whistle Stop, is it in Georgia? Hey, Tammy, welcome in. But anyways, I said Georgia, but that's Alabama. Did I say Georgia? I meant Alabama. No, I guess that is in Georgia. The Whistle Stop one. Fried Green Tomatoes. Maybe it's in Georgia. Anyway. But after Forrest Gump went off, Maverick started coming on. So I watched about half of that. So y'all, if y'all have all the streaming services, see what all kinds of cool movies you can watch. I mean, you're paying for the service, may as well use it. I watched, I believe Sweet Home Alabama was on. I don't remember which one. I know Forrest Gump was available on a couple of different ones. I think it was on Paramount, but it was also on Amazon Prime TV. Okay, maybe that's what it is. Bridget said the Whistle Stop actual restaurant is in Georgia, although they kept claiming that it was in Alabama in the movie. Okay, maybe that's why my brain was a little confused, because my sister and I were talking about it, and we were talking about in Georgia, and the Whistle Stop Cafe was there. So that's why my brain went to Georgia. So she said she's gone and had fried green tomatoes at that restaurant, and they were oh so good. I love me some fried green tomatoes. We were saying we might need to do a road trip and go find it, because she went, well, wherever they filmed The Walking Dead. Her and my nieces had gone to that town, and she didn't realize that the fried green tomatoes restaurant and everything was really close to there. I don't know if it's in the same town or neighboring, but anyway, so she said she wants to go back because she didn't find that out until after they had already gone and come back. So she wants to go back again. But y'all, if y'all have never had fried green tomatoes, I mean like good southern fried green tomatoes, delicious. Bridget says, I advise to make reservations to plan on going to the Whistle Stop. Otherwise, make plenty of time to wait around because they do get busy on the weekends. Oh, okay. Good to know. I will let her know that as well. I don't know when she might be wanting to go do that, but I will let her know. Guess it was the last big vacation the boys and I took before they moved out and started their own adult lives. We went to South Carolina, and we went to Hilton Head and Charleston. Actually, I take that back. We did go to one other one after that with everybody in the family. But anyway, one of the last trips we took, we went to all those places, and everywhere we went out to eat at, they had fried green tomatoes on the menu as an appetizer. So we got fried green tomatoes at every restaurant. It became like our thing. We would just compare them. And I don't like grits. I'm not a grits eater, like for breakfast. But y'all, we went to this one place, and they had fried green tomatoes served on cheesy grits. Girl, it was good. And some of them brought out like ranch to dip it in, and some brought out other little sauces like that they homemade, or the restaurant brand, or restaurant, what's the word? Recipe. So good. Can y'all tell I haven't had supper yet? I don't have any fried green tomatoes, but I got some leftover. I got a leftover cheeseburger in there with a red tomato. That'll be just as yummy. Yeah. Almost 8:30. We'll wait till after the ads play. They should be coming on here in about 30 seconds. They should come on about 8:30. So about 8:35, we will drop the question to our answer to our question. No, I was right the first time. Kimberly said I'm making her hungry. I'm sorry. Oh, and a lot of the stops tomorrow are going to have food. And if you picked up one of the printed brochures, and I would imagine that they're on the digital one as well, the digital program, but on the back page. So, Mom, if you're still listening, on the back page, there's some coupons for the local some of the restaurants. But they're only good. The ones I looked at were only good for this weekend. I know Skeeter's has one. That's one of our local restaurants. And the local place is another one, and they had a coupon in there. You know, so if you're going to be out and about, you save a little money. I don't know how many years this has been going on, but I've been to it several times. First year there weren't that many stops, I don't think, but maybe there were, and I just didn't realize it. But we went on a Saturday and visited some of the farms, and some of them were making like sun tea, and some had homemade baked goods and just all kinds of stuff. All kinds of yumminess. Y'all, I'm going to have to get my little book back down here and see what color comes next. I thought for sure that these 2 rows would take me longer. I hope y'all are still there. I just looked up and saw my internet connection drop down to 1. So hopefully I'm not buffering. Y'all let me know if I am. Hey, Liz, welcome in. How are you? So for those that are just coming in, I'm still trudging along, working on my temperature blanket, still in April, because I haven't worked on it since last week, because I decided I was going to make some little soap sacks for this weekend. I think I've made 6, and I may maybe make some more tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Because, craft shows are one of those things. You never know if you're going to have enough stuff, too much stuff, not enough stuff, the right amount of stuff. Should have brought something else. Should have brought more of this, less of that. You know how it goes. Liz says, I'm good. And you? I am good. I am good. We've been talking about food, so a little bit hungry, but other than that, I'm good. And I've actually got some regular TV shows that I normally watch during the week, so I'm not sure why I was on like I said, they're not golden oldies, but, 80s, 90s movies. I don't know why I was watching the older ones. I guess just because. Nostalgia. And some of those are movies that I have watched, I would say more than 10 times. Forrest Gump, yes. Sweet Home Alabama, probably. Fried Green Tomatoes, probably. Liz says, do you record yourself at the markets? Sometimes. What I did a little short at the last one. I need to I don't know. This one has very little cell phone reception. So, like 1 bar. On one side of the building, I had 2 bars, and no Wi-Fi. One of the shows I went live, but that's been a couple of years or more, maybe 2 years. But I might record something, post it tomorrow night. Okie dokie. This says, I love Lucy and the Monsters. Oh, me too. Lucy was hilarious. She was a funny, funny lady. Okay. Where is my ink pen? This one will work, maybe. Okay, so 77. So we did grape, grape, grape. Let me write that down. Grape, grape, grape. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, I don't write the color over here until I've actually done that day. Otherwise, I will never remember where I'm at. Like if I try to just, like over here, I wrote it in pencil over here so that I would know what color it was. But as soon as I did it, I wrote it down. Hey, Aisha, welcome in. Alrighty, 86. What color is 86? Gotta go look at my little chart over here. 86, back to pale pink. Y'all can't see it. Right here. 86, pale pink, which I need to take a little piece and put it right there. But my tape is in the other room. That's why it hasn't been done yet, because I took my tape in there where I was packaging soap. Okay, so pale pink. 86. What about 84? Ooh, pale pink. And then back to 86. Okay, so my last 3 rows are going to be pink. Or my last 3 days. So these are going to be pale pink. Y'all still can't see. I got y'all back. Okay. Yeah, right here. So 86, 84, and 86. All of these we're going to go back to the pale pink. Just right here. So whoop, last 3. So that'll be a row and a half of pale pink. Put my little thingamabobber back up here. Where are my scissors? Here they are. Boop. I know. That freaked me out the first time I did it. I was like, oh no. I don't trust myself. But now, I'm good with it. I was like, that is way too short. I am not going to be able to knot that. But I can. After I get this new color added, we will go and find out the question to our answer. So for those that are coming in, the Jeopardy answer for this week is on the screen. The category is glass works with glass in quotations. So glass is part of the answer or the question. Y'all know what I mean. You know how Jeopardy is. So the answer is Roger Bacon is thought to have designed this type of single convex lens used to produce an enlarged image. So if y'all want to get your questions in super quick, like it's just for fun, you don't win nothing. Just a little something fun to do. Go ahead and cut that off of there, and boom, that's it. That's all the wasted yarn you have. Drop it in my little container, which I picked this up at Dollar Tree a long time ago. It's to put your sewing scraps in, but you know what else goes in there good? Your little yarn scrappies. I think there's probably some embroidery floss down in there too. But anyway. Okay. Put that back over here. Hey, Bojan, welcome in. Bridget said, what is a magnifying glass? IDK, just a guess. Girl, guesses are welcome. Because you know what? Sometimes you get lucky when you guess. I guess every week when I don't know it. Well, let me rephrase that. Unless I 100% know it, I usually guess every week. Most of the time I guess wrong, but sometimes I get it right. Tonight I actually got it right. But, all right, y'all, let's go over here to the banners. And all of y'all that said, what is a magnifying glass? You are absolutely correct. So check it out, Bridget. Good guess. But yeah, that was my guess as well, because I did not know. And if they had have reworded it and said, hey, who is given, or, well, I guess basically if they flipped it around and said, who invented the magnifying glass? Yeah, I would have a 0 clue. Not a clue. Okay, let me flip my blanket around here. Get back in there. All right, and now we're going to start on the last 3 days of April, and then, y'all, we will be done with April. Hallelujah. Then we can get to move on to May, and now we're over halfway through June, but at least April will be done. So y'all, I'm doing the lemon peel stitch, which is just a series of single crochet and double crochet. You just alternate between them. Single, double, single, double. If you work it in an even number, it's a 1-row repeat. If you do it in an odd number, it's a 2-row repeat. But with the even number or with either one, basically what you are doing, you are working a single crochet on top of the double crochets from the row below. And then you are working a double crochet on the single crochet from the row below. And what it does is creates this really nice textured fabric, which I use this stitch a lot for my dishcloths and my washcloths and my soap sacks, and I just use it a lot because I like it. Hey, Miss Trish, welcome in. So that is what I am doing. And I thought, since I didn't bring, I meant to keep one of the soap sacks here because I actually had thought earlier I might make a soap sack tonight because they don't take a terribly long time. But I had one that had already started, so I was going to show you one that was already finished and then start one and then switch off to the one that already had started so you could see how to finish it off. But anyway, yeah, I just grabbed all my stuff and took it on to the building or to the venue and never even thought about taking it out and leaving it here. Trish says, gonna lurk while I have a snack. No lunch today. 1:40 on a Friday afternoon. Hey, Miss Angel. Thank you, ma'am. She said your blanket is very pretty. Thank you. It's very colorful. And I have a feeling it's going to be going back and forth between these two here for a bit. And then it's getting ready to introduce some new colors because it's getting hot. Well, once we get up here to June. Because they're saying, well, tomorrow, or this weekend, we're supposed to hit the 90. We're breaking the 90s. It's supposed to be a high 91. And then, but they said within the next week or so, we may be seeing triple digits. So, yucko, stucco to triple digits. Not a fan, but, you know, it's the South. It is what it is. It's going to be hot. And maybe she was talking about heat index and not actual temp, but either way, heat index is triple digits is still hot. Triple digits still feels like temp. So, but so for tomorrow, what I'm gonna, or for this sale this weekend, I've got the spa sets that we worked on back in the spring, early spring. For that show, I had made up several spa sets. So that is what I'm going to be, mostly what I have at this show. This particular one, most everything is supposed to be handmade, so I may need to take back out the face wash and some of the hand lotions that I had in there because I did not make those. But she's the lady that's over the venue that I'm at said she didn't think she thought it would be okay since it's in with the spa sets. She didn't think that it would be a big deal. I told her, I said, I don't mind taking it out because I don't want to break the rules. But everything else in the spa set is handmade. You know, I made the face scrubbies and the towels and the wax melts and the soap. Everything else is handmade. So the shampoo bars, all of that was handmade. So she said she thought it would be okay. But back in there. So we got, I don't know what these are coming across on, but this is pale pink and this is grape, but it's just a really pretty purple. And then back to pale pink. We got the hot pink down here. It's going to be very colorful when it's done. But I like color. Whoa. I was using my water bottle here. I know, right? It's not Dr. Pepper, it's water. I had the hiccups when I got in a while ago. And water gets rid of the hiccups better. For me anyway. But I don't even know where I was going with that. Oh, I was using I had the yarn wrapped around it because this particular one is Pound of Love. No, is that what it's called? Yeah, Line Brands, Pound of Love. So it's so big to set it up here. Hey, Miguel. Oh no, he said his back went out on him today and he has an ice pack on my lower back. I'm sorry. Back pain is, ugh. For lack of a better word, it's a pain. I know, it's miserable. I'm sorry. Hey, Miss Susan. She said, sorry I'm late. Been working on my Graf Steelers blanket. On a roll. Awesome. Thanks, Miguel. He said, your blanket is beautiful. Well, I appreciate that. This is my temperature blanket. We got 3 days worth of this pale pink. Let me slide it up so y'all can see some of the other colors we've got. So this gray here, that is my separation. So that's between March and April. So we're almost done with April. Got 3 days left to finish April, and then I'll do another block of gray. Then be ready to mosey on. So we had all these really cool colors. Well, not really, because that one's not really a cool color. But we got the blues. And since we didn't get super cold, we discussed last week what I think I'm going to do for my 5 and below or 9 and below, whatever the temperature was. Let me get back over here. Whatever it was, 15 and under. See, this color here never got used because our high was never under 15. I mean, we had some 16 degree day, 16 to 23. But anyway, so I'm thinking what I'm going to do, because I have 96 and up, so I don't know how far up it's going to go, but if it goes up higher than 8, because these are in 8 degree ranges, then I will take that color from the pool color, which is accurate because, if it's up in the triple digits, the pool is where you want to be. Anyway, so if so, then I will add it down here and let that be the next color. Miguel said, I've lost my favorite G and hooks, so I don't want to crochet with other I understand. I know how it is. I lost a hook one day, and I looked everywhere for the daggum thing. I finally found it, thank goodness, but I understand. We like what we like. We want to use our favorites. That's why they're our favorites. Susan said, hubby is going to make me run to Starbucks to get something to drink. I'll be right back. Okay. We'll be here for a little bit longer. Not too much longer. I've got to go finish getting... Is that in the right spot? What did I do? Did I skip a stitch? No. Okay. No, that's right. Never mind. That's right. That's where it's supposed to be. My brain, I was like, why am I ending? But I am supposed to, because this is the odd number for the middle. It ends on an even. Never mind. We good. Carry on. Okay. Double. Single. Let's see. Miguel said, I found my favorite H, but the past 3 days dealing with Chihuahua being under the weather, so I've been focused on her. Aw, I understand. Hey, Miguel, did you ever find your missing glasses from like a year ago or a year and a half ago? Or I just remember they just up and disappeared. I know you had another pair, but I just wondered if that pair ever turned up or if they're still MIA. Miguel says he plans to go through his collection of hooks and get rid of what I do not use. I should do that because I have so many like that I bought to try out. Let me take this banner off, y'all. Hang on. That I bought to try out like some. I found a really good deal on ones like this. These were just like a no-name brand. I didn't love them, but I didn't hate them. But I have, these, but I never use these, So I should do that as well. But that'll be a project for another day. Miguel said those glasses have stayed hidden. Samantha says, I can't see your face. No, ma'am, I don't have my second camera up. I just have the one on my hands today. The one where you can usually see my face in the little circle is I use my cell phone, and I was running. Well, I won't say running late, but I had to set up for a craft show, so I didn't take the extra time to get that set up. Miguel says, I really think they fell in the trash and I didn't notice, and so now they're at the landfill. I think that was like 2 years ago. I don't know. You were talking about your lost hook and stuff. That just made me think of it because I remember you like looked everywhere, like tore your house upside down looking for it. And I remember everybody was giving you suggestions of where to look, and I didn't know if they ever turned up or if you just finally just was like, well, they're gone. Miguel says, I even checked the freezer. Samantha said, what was the word to drop my channel link? I have not given it, but it's the same as last week. So if anybody would like to drop your channel, please only do it one time. And the word is BU. BEEYOU, all one word. And Mr. Nightbot should drop your channel link. Back over here. And there's Mr. Nightbot dropping Samantha's channel. So I'm sitting here trying to think of all the stuff I need to do tonight before I go to bed, because I know better than to say, oh, I'll do that in the morning, because I am not a mornings person. So it's best for me to do it tonight and not wait till in the morning, because chances are it won't happen if I have to do it in the morning. I'd rather stay up a little bit later and get it all done. Miguel says that will be a warm blanket. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. And by doing half a row per day, half a row a day instead of a whole row a day, it won't be as big as my original temperature blanket was on track to be. It was going to be massive. So this one should be about, I don't think it's going to quite be 6 feet long. I could be wrong. But it's going to be a good throw size that'll, for the couch. So, you know, when you're sitting there watching TV, you can throw it over your legs. So, Samantha said she is at 749 subscribers and wants to try to beat 800 by her birthday. Well, Miss Samantha, when is your birthday? No, he said, I'm back. Had a bit of mayhem in the kitchen before dinner. Uh-oh. I have got to... That's one thing I've got to do. Need to put that on the list. That's got to be first thing. When I get off of here, I need to go eat something because since I didn't get home until a little bit later, I haven't eaten yet. So I do need to do that. Because if I go to bed hungry, I won't sleep good. And then I'll wake up thinking about food. Samantha's birthday is in September. Well, hopefully you can get that by September. You got a couple months. Have you thought about posting, or have you posted any shorts or anything like that? I know we talked about some ideas last week or the week before. That might, if you haven't, maybe post a little short. It doesn't have to be very long, 30 seconds to a minute, just something short, hence the name. But that might help you gain a couple of new subscribers if they check your shorts out. You know, one of the things we talked about was showing off your projects. So you don't even have to be, if you don't feel like being on camera that day, just take one of your projects that you're working on. Maybe it's your cottage core or one of the blankets you're working on for Boggy. Just lay it on your bed and hold your phone vertical. So grab my phone. So hold your phone this way and film it like this. There's me. Hey. So hold it this way and film, and then just show your blanket. And then you can say, you know, this is the blanket I'm working on. The pattern's by so-and-so. Here's my progress. Thanks for watching. And then that's it. So then you got a little 30-second, you know, video, and then you just upload it. You don't have to be on camera if you're not feeling like being on camera. Miguel says, BRB, gotta go lock up the chickens and the goose. They've gone into roost. Hey, that rhymes. Let's see. No, he said something got spilled on the floor and the Jack Russell was cleaning it up. And the little dog tried to get in on cleaning it up and Jack went in. Oh, little dog was going to help. And old Jack was like, no, sir, I got this handled all on my own. I understand. Samantha said, can I show my finished Boggy Creek blanket as a short? Absolutely. You can stretch it out on your bed and video it and be like, hey, y'all, I just finished up this blanket that's going to Boggy Creek. And post that as your short. Absolutely. You sure can. But posting new content helps YouTube know that you still want to be a creator. And so it might help you pop up on somebody's For You or when they do a search. Because if you don't have any new content, they can't, there's not much to search for. Let's see. So, Noe says, after we removed the smaller one from the situation, then the cat jumped in. Oh, no. Smith said, what stitch am I using? I am using the lemon peel stitch. And I have it linked in the description box below. I do have a tutorial for it. But I have all of the stitches that I'm using for my blanket here. My stitch count and everything is in the description box. If y'all are interested in it, it is there. Oop, and it is 9 o'clock. So y'all, once I finish up, this is day 30 for April. So yahoo! Then I will be all, well, I won't be all caught up, but so in the last, few weeks here, last 3 weeks, we've got March and April done. So now I just need to get May caught up. And no, my cross stitch project is not caught up. It is still in March. It's not caught up. It's laying here. I could show it to you again, but let me put you there. I can finish this up after the live, and then I'll be ready to do, put it up here like this. So here we go. So then here's the border, or here's the between months. So there's that. As you see, the past few days on this side of the blanket, we've got a lot of purple and pale pink. But then on the other side, let's see what it's looking like. For the other days, we got some pale pink, but not as much purple. I'll hold it up here in just a second. So this is like, you know, day 1, day 2, because we're doing half a day. So the temps was going up and down. That's funny because we got the purple, which was what, 70 degrees, upper 70s, and then this pale pink went up into the 80s. So we had a 70 day, 80 day, 70 day, 80 day, like back to back to back to back to back. Okay. So let me set that down, or part of the time anyway. Oh yeah, cross stitch. Take this banner off. Okay, so here's what the cross stitch is looking like. Like I said, it is still, I do have these days in March, which if y'all missed what happened and why these were in timeout, it's because I was using the Weather Channel, their almanac, and I'd already done these. I'd already written down my temps for the first week of March. Well, at the end of March, I was getting ready to get it caught up, and when I went to get my temperatures, these 4 days temperatures, highs and lows, had changed. And I'm like, what the heck, man? What's going on? So I thought maybe they just had a glitch in the system, or maybe something was off. I don't know. But after 2 days, the temps were still different. So I went and checked. All of the temps for the whole year had changed. And I'm like, how did they change? But anyway, so it went into timeout until I could make my peace with the fact that all of these are slightly incorrect. But most of them, the range didn't change that much. So the highs for the day didn't change, but some of them changed by quite a bit. And I think it was because when they got their highs, like maybe they were doing it like 2 a.m. instead of at midnight. And when they went back to midnight, the high of the day was different anyway, or the low. I don't know. I don't know the official thing. I messaged them to ask them, and I never really got a reply other than they would let their engineering people know, and I don't know. But so that's how that one's looking so far. Same as it's been since March because it's been in timeout. But I do need to pull it back out and get it caught up. But I'm not redoing all of those because that's a lot of hours worth of work. So we're just going to let it go. Let it go. Let it go. And I will probably pull these 4 days out so that March is all correct. But anyway, so that's what we got on that. Alrighty, let me turn my camera. No, he said, little man is hiding in his mom's room. Aw. Samantha said the moss stitch. Nope, the lemon peel stitch. I do like the moss stitch, but I'm using lemon peel. There it goes. I was waiting on my camera to pick up on. It took it a second. Okay, so here's what she's looking like. So you can kind of see that line going down the center is where I'm switching from one day to the next day. Let's see here. Susan said at the Starbucks getting an ice cream peach tea. Ooh, I like peach tea. Samantha said I've never tried the moss stitch. I have a tutorial for the moss stitch. It's I like it. Oh, I gotta take these with me. I got some more dishcloths to take. So I need to take those with me. I was looking to see if I had anything with the moss stitch laying here. But Samantha, you do a single crochet and then you chain one, then you skip a stitch, then you do a single crochet, chain one, skip a stitch, single crochet. You do that all the way across. Going back for the next row, for everywhere you have a single crochet, you chain and you skip that single crochet, and then you work a single crochet into your chain one space. It is very easy. I think it is not a fast growing project because you are working into those chain spaces. So it does kind of compact it a little bit. I kind of thought I had something laying here, but are you a moss stitch? You are not a moss stitch. Talking to my stuff, y'all. Well, I don't have anything laying here, Samantha, but it is a fairly easy stitch, I think. There's Miss Noe's channel if y'all want to check out her stuff. And she has not, but she did say earlier she finished a Boggy Creek blanket. So she was asking if she could do, or I'm guessing she finished it because she was asking if she could post a finished video for that. And if you can, and if you haven't finished it, you can still do a video showing the progress on it. And then when you get ready to, when you are done, you can finish it. Or you can do another video saying, hey, remember back when I showed y'all my progress? Well, here it is. Now it's done. And then you can do another short to show it done. Susan said she wants to make one. I remember when a lot of people were making that. I didn't do that one. I do like mosaic. I did not get that particular pattern, I don't think. I don't think I did. But I remember it's got like mushrooms and different stuff. Samantha says she is almost done with a C2C. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, give me just a second. Turn my camera off here while I dig. Because I really thought I had a moss stitch laying here. But I'm not seeing it. Oh well. I don't know where it went. I had... Whoop, come back here. It's somewhere. As soon as the live ends, I'll probably find it. But I really thought I had something laying here with it. But I'm not seeing it. But anyway. All right, y'all. I'm going to get out of here and go grab me something to eat and make my list and get all of my stuff. Finish getting my stuff together. I am going to take this because I made a soap sack. I only made one, but I need to make another one. Like this. On one side, I used... There's a hair stuck on this. I did the lemon peel. So on one side of the sack, it's got this. And then on the other side, I've got this so that it's exfoliating. So if you want to do this side, or you can use it on this side. So, Samantha said, what about last year's temperature? Yeah, now I do have the moss stitch in my 2024 calendar blanket. It was the stitch for January, I believe, was the moss stitch. So it does have it. It's not in here though. It's in the other room because I was thinking about that one. You know what? I do. Hold on just a second. I know where it is. Good night, Mom. Stop cam. I know where it is. Maybe. I just have to move this bag. Where are you? Maybe it's not. But I know it should be here. I've been using it, my little moss stitch thingy. I remember the moss stitch is what I've been using when we're doing the Will It pull. So there you go, Samantha. This is moss stitch. So if I pull it, you can see where you're working in those chain ones. So the little opening. So here's your chain one sections. So you just work a single crochet. Can you all see my hands? Nope. Yep. Okay. So you just work a single crochet in your chain one. And then when you chain one, you skip the single crochet from the row below and you're working in the chain one spaces. So it kind of, when you let it go, it kind of sits down on itself, kind of like a chain or like a zipper. So even though you've worked 2 rows, it doesn't stay open like that. It comes in on itself like that. So it'll, that's why it takes so long. But this one I was using with different variegated yarns. And I got bored with it because I made one, but I made it like just all random. So this one I think I've decided is going to be a scarf. And then I left my tails because you change the color. With this particular style, you change every row. So I'm going to leave those as fringe. And now it's a scarf. Samantha said, do I have to do shorts on my phone? I'm not sure. I do them on my phone just because they're easier. And then I just upload it straight from my phone to YouTube. So I'm not sure if at one time you could not upload a short through the computer, I don't think. I think it was made specifically for. And maybe that's because I just didn't know where to go. You know what? Hold on. Let me go look. I can tell you real quick. Let's see here. YouTube. Upload. Actually, I think you can do an upload. Hold on. Well, we're just going to find out right quick. Create. Upload a video. It doesn't say if it's a short or not. So maybe if you upload it as a short, it will, or if you upload it as a video, if it's under a certain amount of time, it'll automatically convert it to as a short. Maybe that's what it is. On your phone, it'll say video, short, post. It gives you the options. Yeah. I like to do it on my phone because you can add music and everything all through the app. But if you don't want to add music or anything, you could probably do it straight through the computer. Like I said, it may just automatically convert it to a short. But either way, I mean, you can upload it on your computer, even if it's not technically a short, it'll still be a short video. You don't have to do anything long. But I think it automatically does it now. I could be wrong on that. But I always do it from my phone. So anybody in the chat, have y'all uploaded a short from your computer? Because I kind of think I did one and it automatically converted it, but I can't remember because I 99% of the time do it from my phone. There's one that I kind of think I did from the computer, but I couldn't swear to it because I may have uploaded it from my phone first. But anyway. All right, y'all. I'm going to hop off here and go get me a bite to eat and finish packing up my stuff for the craft show tomorrow. And I'm glad I took a look over there because I found 2 more washcloths. So I'm going to take those with me and add them to my... Because you know what? I can't sell them if they're here. They may not sell there, but I sure as heck can't sell them if they're here. So anyway. All right, y'all. Let me go over here and get my outro, which I need to redo my outro because my hair was super short. Either that or I need to get my hair cut again. I've been thinking about getting it cut. Now would be a good... I don't know if now would be a good time because it's hot outside and I like to pull it up in a ponytail, or if it would be better to go ahead and get it cut short, because short hair is cooler. But then also, I can't pull it up in a ponytail if it's shorter. You know what I mean? Oh, the dilemma. Usually what happens is I'll wake up one day and be like, I want a haircut, and I'll go get it cut right then. I don't ever usually plan ahead to get a haircut. I just start thinking about it, and then one day I'm like, yep, I'm doing it. And then I whack it all off. All right, y'all. Have a fantastic weekend. Stay crafty. Y'all make something fun and exciting and go do something. Hopefully it's nice in your neck of the woods. It's supposed to be nice here. We've had rain for over a week, it seems like, maybe even longer. So it's supposed to be dry and hot. And so hopefully lots of people get out and go to the craft show this weekend. Maybe there's something going on in your neck of the woods. So, but if you don't feel like getting out, stay home. Have a great weekend. Just enjoy your time and make something fun and creative. All right, y'all. Have a fantastic weekend. Remember, be creative. And until next time, happy crafting. Bye.